Suffice it to note that we will be pursuing all constitutional and legal options available to us. We will do so because we regard the many flaws in the elections and the wrongs committed.
Mihr Thakar from Mombasa. He's a markets and macro analyst. Mihr, good to have you on this news hour. Firstly, I'd like to look at Odinga going to the Supreme Court, because how valid are his accusations, given that 4 of the 7 election commissioners didn't back the announcement that Ruto had won?
Well, first of all, the commissioners have put forth an argument that the difference between the votes is 0.1% of 14.2 million votes cast. Now, they claim this difference is 142,000. Well, as simple maths can show us that it's 1,420, which is just a minor rounding error. And rounding errors are bound to happen when you're working with 9 decimal places. So the basis of challenging these results will be difficult for them to formulate, because the results were trickling in live online, and people around the world were adding them up. But of course, at the polling station level, there can be some discrepancies which would be decided in the Supreme Court.
Okay, so that's going to be very interesting to hear what the Supreme Court does say. I'd like to look at the economics of this election. Kenya is the biggest economy in East Africa. What does a William Ruto win mean for the country's economy and the region as a whole?
Well, this is actually a very important question, as Kenya has experienced rapid growth over the last few years, but a lot of it has been led by infrastructure development. For example, manufacturing to GDP is down from 11.3% in 2010 to around 7.5% currently, as services, real estate, and agriculture take the reins of growth. The informal sector has over 15.1 million workers, while formal sector jobs are just over 2 million. So William Ruto will be looking at bringing this informal sector into the formal sector. And this will be done by transferring about $500 million in loans every year through the SACCO system. SACCO is a form of collective-owned banks in Kenya, and these loans will be at concessional rates to these informal sector businesses, and they will be able to reduce their cost of borrowing money, which would put more money in their pockets and therefore create employment and further stock inputs for their businesses.
Mihr Thakar, appreciate your analysis live to us there from Mombasa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.